100% आप में से किसी ना किसी ने, आपके चैनल्स ने, आपके ग्रुप ने 100% यहाँ पर जो है चैरिटी दी होगी। बिकॉज़ एक टाइम था जब शुरुआत की थी हमने, तो हमने एक छोटा सा रूल बनाया था आप सबके साथ। आप बहुत सारे बहुत जवान हैं, लेकिन जो पुराने टाइम के होंगे उनको याद होगा कि एवरीबडी हैड टू पे 500 रुपीज़ चैरिटेबल वर्क के लिए इस हॉस्पिटल के अंदर। तब मैं इंटरव्यू करता था। अब तो मैं नहीं भी करना चाहता हूँ तो आप लोग कर लेते हो तो पैसे की बात ही नहीं रही। बट आई हैव बीन एसोसिएटेड विद द हॉस्पिटल नानावती फॉर ईयर्स। द एसोसिएशन स्टार्टेड एज अ पेशेंट. Dr. Ali has looked after me in my various injuries. He's looked after my sister, my wife, and very few people know this, that when my third son was born, Abram, so he was very unwell, as some of you may know at that time, and he was rushed to the pediatric center here and looked after even before we could meet him. So it's a strange cycle कि जो मेरी माँ के नाम से जो वार्ड है, which they only with graciousness and gratefulness, I'm really grateful. उन्होंने अपनी मर्ज़ी से खुशी के लिए मेरी माँ के नाम से वार्ड को रखा, and my child was genuinely saved in this hospital. So I'm very thankful to you. And then today again with this new bone marrow transplant section that has been installed, I was made to understand by the very good doctors here that there are 10,000 cases which happen in India every year, out of which maybe 1,000 to 2,000 a year must be here in Mumbai itself. And this will turn out to be one of the biggest bone marrow transplant centers in the world, if at least amongst the top 5. Because of not only the fact that it's so advanced now, also I think what's important not only for India but for medical care, I think सबसे ज़्यादा important बात ये है कि वो जो है मुनासिब दामों में मिल सके. So I think that kind of stuff happening here, and wherever it happens, for me it is just a moment of happiness that I can be part of it. So there's no need to thank me. I'm here only because you save our lives. So thank you very much. I see, in the simple capacity, I can come here and think of myself as someone who's been honored and brought here. But these small gestures through yourself, me, all of us coming here, somebody will read about it, somebody will talk about it. And of course, there are awareness campaigns. I see lots of movie stars talking about organ donation. I think that's wonderful. So, to be honest, cinema is a very small part of all of this here. So in whichever way, I mean, whenever, I'm not going to say and talk about morbid stuff that, we'll start dealing with a patient in a movie who's got a disease like that. I mean, Allah kare kisi ko bhi disease now. And one never has to choose a protagonist like that. But I think whenever there are moments like this, I think the first thing that Indian cinema does, has been doing for years, in whichever method, is doctors को एकदम भगवान के बाद माना जाता है, दर्जा दिया जाता है. They're always the last hope and resort. And I think that itself is part of cinema which has been propagating that. And other aspects, I'm sure now, even with the younger filmmakers, when they're coming in, the research is a lot more. Those days are gone जब वो मैंने एक फिल्म थी उसमें ब्लड जो है एक दूसरे को हाथ से डायरेक्टली लगाकर got injured doing something dangerous. I'm a romantic hero. While loving only, I'm getting injured. I'm making love and I'm getting injured. It's whatever big injury. Now I have a bad knee. It was just during a dance, not even some big. The big stunts I've done, I've got actually. God's been kind.
Jump, first floor jump.
Some jumps and all.
He has paid the stuntman and he has done it on his own.
Even if it's not, do you feel that okay?
No, not at all. I really feel that if you can go, and I'm not a surgery junkie. I've had 9 or 10. I've just had one. I still have to take my stitches off. I think if you can go to your doctor and trust in him or her, I think that's the best thing you can do. Get rid of ailments. Do regular checkups. To all of you, you spend as much time on the road as I do. All of you are running around. Day before yesterday, one boy. Please be careful in front of cars, and do checkups. Do yearly checkups, please. I mean, for young people, for old people, we don't think as. I think somewhere people have not got into that culture of doing yearly checkups. So, सब ठीक चल रहा है यार. We actually always met as often. You just have more media now who gets to know that we are meeting. हम पहले भी इतना ही मिलते थे. तब लेकिन चले जाते थे. अब तो actually it's quite shocking that everyone is everywhere. So that's why I think it seems more like it. They must have been better dressed than me, I'm sure. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, girls. Thank you very much.
all the nurses.
Great, thank you. Thank you, all the best. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.